afternoon. We have a few minutes before 4 o'clock. Just wanted to take a moment and say welcome and thank you for tuning in and for being here. My name is Carlos Perez, and I've been offering guided sound meditations for almost 5 years now. And in light of the experience that we are all sharing, it felt appropriate to offer these guided sound meditations virtually. So I'm excited to be here with each of you watching today or whenever you decide to watch. And I want to thank Brandy at Banyan Yoga for just being who she is. She's really done an outstanding job in the community to, be that source, that resource for offering her medicine through yoga, through her workshops, essential oils, and more. It's about being in your medicine and being able to offer that to the tribe. And for each of us, we have gifts to offer. We have things that we can bring to the world, and my job is to help you remember what that is. And so we're going to connect with sound today as a way to help relax, renew, and restore. So for those of you who have never experienced a singing bowl sound meditation, just a couple of things to note. My approach is usually to give you something to focus on, give you something to think about, and so that way it's less about quieting the mind, but rather helping the mind to focus on a particular subject, particular thing. And the sound has a way of helping to support that process. There's research showing how sound influences the brain waves, and there's research showing how, vibration produced by these tones helps to alter and shift the processes that happen inside the body. And so hopefully you have the opportunity to be wearing headphones as you're listening to this, and you want to make sure you're in the most relaxed, comfortable position as possible. And whatever that may be, you're allowed to move during this meditation. So some people find it helpful to be walking while they're listening to this in nature. Others may start out sitting and then decide they want to lay down and then turn onto their stomach. So really it's whatever speaks to you. It's your time, it's your practice, it's your gift to yourself that I'm helping to facilitate for you. And so the crystal bowls that I'll be playing are each tuned to specific notes on a musical scale. And today the bowls that I have are the primary notes of an E major chord and a D major chord. Not that you need to know what any of that means, but I wanted to stay within that tonal range. There's just some nice overtones that are created, nice harmonies that are created with these chords. And I will be offering some toning, some chanting to help support the process as well, and playing a chime at a certain point during the meditation. And the way we will all know that we've arrived at the completion of this journey is when we hear this tingsha bell at the end. Some of you may fall asleep while we're doing our meditation, and that's okay. People ask all the time, does it still work, or did I even get any of the benefit if I was asleep? And my answer is absolutely. Just because you're not conscious, it doesn't mean there's still not that influence of vibration. And, excuse me, there's something to be said about what the experience is like when you're in person, when you're present with the bowls, and the way the vibrations can be physically felt in the body. But I have to say, in listening to the different recordings that I've been doing since the end of March now, since the start of this new phase in life, I can tell there's still an effect, even from listening through headphones. So, set the intention that you're being surrounded by the sound and that it's serving a purpose to support you, to help you feel more relaxed, to help you feel more renewed, and to help restore your vital life force energy. And so It's pretty simple, just as comfortable as you can be. You know, if you need to get up, go to the bathroom, that's fine. It's the beauty of these videos is you can always watch them whenever you're moved to. Maybe you can't sleep at night and you want to practice some meditation to help you go to sleep. Try it. It may help you. So, the theme and the title of this meditation today is Relax, Renew, and Restore. And so, my feeling around that when I decided to create this particular meditation was to help connect to the nervous system and the impact that all of what's happening in the world right now is affecting us, at a cellular level. It most surely is. It is more than just the things that are playing through in our thoughts. It's playing through in our bodies, in our homes, in our world, everywhere. And so, without getting into too much dialogue, getting too heady, I want to just at least mention the notion of the balance between the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. So, many of us have probably heard of fight or flight. And so, fight or flight is the natural response that the body has to a stressor. And it really doesn't matter, the mind, or rather the nervous system doesn't concern itself of whether the stress is something positive or negative, but anything that changes or shifts the experience that a person is having in that moment. So, for many of us, the changes we have been experiencing individually and as a collective has brought a tremendous stress to the system, we'll say. My system, I'm including, our thought world, our physical body world, our emotional world, spiritual world, and so forth. And some perhaps are able to navigate with a little bit more ease through the process, and others may find themselves feeling like they're, in the middle of the perfect storm. And I remember reading something interesting this morning about, we use the expression sometimes that we're all in the same boat as we're going through this, but the author suggested that it's not true. We're all in the same storm, but we're in different boats. And I happen to resonate with that opinion, with that view, because I think of, just in my situation, being able to have, the space, the time to explore and offer these sound meditations has been an incredible gift. It's like it could not have happened without having to stay home. And then as I can also think of the part that doesn't feel comfortable, the stress of not seeing clients on a regular basis, the impact on income and so forth. And, we all have different stresses that we're experiencing through this. For some, the intensity is really taking a toll on the nervous system, which of course is going to reduce your immunity, reduce your vital life force energy. So let's take this time to help shift our physiological experience, the inner body expression from fight or flight to more parasympathetic nervous system, which is to recover, to restore, to repair, to renew. And so one of the main vehicles we're going to connect with during this meditation is going to be breath. Plain and simple. So if you're watching this for the first time, thinking I've never done meditation before, I've never tried sound meditation, I don't know what I'm doing, but let me watch and see. If you're conscious and alive, you've been breathing several times a minute. Maybe not in the most effective, efficient way, but we all know how to breathe. So as we move into the meditation, we'll be trying some different forms, rates of breathing, visualizations with breath, and of course the offering of tones to help support you in that practice. So if anything, for the next 50 minutes or so, we will be consciously breathing, which helps to release and remove impurities. It helps to nourish, oxygenate, and offer that vitality to every cell of our body. So what a wonderful opportunity to have to just reboot the system. It's like we're being plugged into our chargers right now. So, with that said, let's take a moment and just really settle into relaxation. I want everyone to take the kind of breath that will make someone in the room next door say, "What's going on over there?" So take a couple deep breaths in, and when you exhale, I want you to release and let go of any and all stress and tension that you may be holding in your body at the moment. You can make it really guttural, really loud, slobbery. Just let it all go. And let's just do that a few more times. Shake it out if you need to. Roll the ankles, roll the wrists. Thank yourself for making this time available for yourself to just relax and to just breathe. There's nothing special we have to do right now. Just breathe. And as we explore this connection to breath, just take time to notice what it feels like to breathe. And take inventory of what this experience feels like right now. Do you feel a rise in the chest? Do you feel a movement in the abdomen, your shoulders? And just notice what you notice. On your next breath cycle, I'd like you to take a nice deep breath in and hold it at the top of your inhale for 2 seconds. And at the end of that 2-second hold, just let it out slowly. Let's continue to do that for a few more cycles. Deep breath in, holding it at the top of your inhale for 2 counts, and then let it out slowly. Now allow yourself to find the rate and the volume of breathing that feels comfortable and easy right now. I often call this the Goldilocks breath. It's not too shallow, not too deep. It's not too fast, it's not too slow. It's just right. And oftentimes, it's helpful to place your hands over your chest or your belly to feel closely the experience of breathing. And it's okay if your thoughts start to wander. Let them go. Let them play. You are not your thoughts. You are choosing in any moment to resonate with patterns of thought forms moving through your awareness like the leaves blowing in the wind. Just let them go and bring your awareness to your breath. Like to do now is practice connecting our breath with a word. So, imagining your breath and the air you breathe acting as a vehicle. What passengers do you want to bring along into that breath? In other words, what do we want to inhale into our system right now? Do we want to inhale peace? Do we want to inhale compassion? And what do we want to release with our exhale? To release tension? Do we wish to release sorrow, pain, loneliness? And just cycle between those intentions. Inhale peace. Exhale, stress, letting it out. Welcome to practice this breathing technique well after this meditation. It's a way to continue moving the flow of energy. If you're looking for a way to let go, this is a great way to invite that experience. If I'm letting something go, then what am I going to bring in its place? Thoughts to clear, no longer needing to connect or focus to words. Taking a nice deep breath in, holding that breath this time for a 3 count. At the top of the inhale, holding for a 3 count, and then releasing completely and fully. And this is your time and your practice, so if you wish to hold the breath a little longer at the top of the inhale, you're welcome to do so. Taking a nice deep breath in, holding it at the top of the inhale, maybe for another 3 count or a 4 count, and then release. allow your breath once again to return to a rate and a rhythm that feels comfortable for you. And start noticing once again, what does it feel like to breathe now? Does it feel smoother? Does it feel more comfortable? Does it feel like you can breathe more easily? And as we move into the next part of this meditation, we're going to connect with the fun experience of humming. And humming can lead to toning. And toning can even lead to chanting and singing. So, if you are inclined to do so, what we'll do for the next few minutes is we will be taking a nice deep breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, I'd like you to hum. And you're going to hum for the entire part of the exhale phase. And then you'll repeat, taking a nice deep breath in through your nose and exhaling while humming any tone that just naturally comes out. If you are guided to add to the hum, you can move into some toning and just adding the sound of a vowel with the hum or another letter. welcome to continue humming. And we hum to help support the tone of the vagus nerve. This is a critical nerve that travels from the brain, through an area of the brainstem and down through the region of the neck and the throat, and it touches virtually every organ inside. And it's a nerve that helps us to move into that parasympathetic function so we can feel more relaxed, so we can renew, restore, regenerate, repair. So humming helps. And taking time once again to take a nice deep breath in and let it out slowly. And you can repeat that a few more times. And once again, just doing a check-in and noticing, what does it feel like to breathe now? So next, we're going to connect our imagination and now we're going to imagine that we're breathing into specific areas of the body. So yes, I recognize that if we were to look at the experience of breathing, it happens in our nose, in our mouth, and through the rest of the structures that are part of the respiratory system. The diaphragm, lungs, and all the muscles that help to support that process through the thorax, shoulders, and neck. I get that. But what if you could breathe and allow your intention to guide and bring your breath to a specific area of your body? So let's practice this and notice two things. First, we're going to notice an area of the body that feels really good right now. I say that in that way because many times we're better at noticing what doesn't feel great. We're better at noticing what feels achy, tight, stiff, numb, tingly, itchy. But just try to notice an area of the body that feels really good right now. What feels good? And hopefully you're starting to become more aware of areas that feel good. And maybe you start out with, what's an area that feels neutral? It doesn't feel bad. I don't know if it feels great or good. I don't know if I feel it. So maybe it doesn't feel bad. And so I'm going to say, what about the tip of your nose right now? What about your belly button? Yeah, how about there? How's your belly button feel? And so wherever that part of the body may be, I want you to focus on that area and imagine guiding and sending breath to that specific point. You're breathing air into that space, and you're exhaling from that space, releasing whatever no longer serves that space. This can take a little practice sometimes, but it's a wonderful way to help connect you with guided breathing, which brings us into the next phase, noticing an area of the body that perhaps does not feel comfortable. And so what if you could now guide your breath to that place and offer that area of the body more comfort, gentleness, soothing. Maybe you can breathe love into that space. Maybe you can breathe gratitude into that space. Let's bring our awareness of breath to the belly. Maybe you're already there. Even better, you don't have to move far. But I ask you now to rest your hands over your belly and feel the movement of breath from the belly. Notice how it feels when you breathe in. Notice what it feels like when you breathe out. Is it smooth? Is it balanced? Is there a part of the breath that feels shorter or quicker than the other? Maybe there's a little hitch in the breath. Just see if you can offer an equal and balanced exchange between breathing in and breathing out at the belly. In other words, if it takes you 3 counts to breathe in, it'll take 3 counts to breathe out. Some of you may want to do more of a 4-count inhale and a 4-count exhale, or more, or less. There is no amount that is better than the other for you. But our intention is to now connect with balanced breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Just connect with that exchange of equal amount of inhale to exhale. And on your next breath cycle, you can take a nice deep breath in, holding it at the top of the inhale for 3 counts. And then completely and fully release the breath and allow yourself to arrive at a rate that feels comfortable for you. You're all doing a wonderful job with your breath. I can feel it. It's nice to just breathe. And so, for the next part of our meditation, we're going to take the different pieces that we've practiced today, and I'm going to allow you, or rather encourage you, to combine whichever form speaks to you most. Balanced breathing, holding it at the top of the inhale, visualizing intention and word, humming, toning. But the one piece we're going to add now to our breath will be with the intention of connecting to gratitude as we are breathing. When we look at the experience of relaxing and renewing and restoring ourselves, we have to include gratitude. It's a must. And I want you to take time to notice what you are grateful for in this moment. We're going to go on a journey to connect us with that feeling of gratitude. And so now, with each breath you take, that feeling of gratitude begins to grow and expand, filling every part of your being. As you're connecting with your breath and allowing your thoughts to think of what you are grateful for in this moment. Grateful that you can breathe. Grateful that you can do so many things with your breath to help support the body, to bring it into balance, to help support its healing. As you are on this journey of gratitude, just notice where your attention goes. Are you grateful for people? Are you grateful for a place? Are you grateful for a thing? Maybe the headphones you're wearing, or the blanket that you're snuggled under. And if you could extend that gratitude and that awareness to yourself, what are you grateful for about yourself right now? As we continue to connect with our breath, connect with gratitude, we create a positive shift inside of us, in the inner world, as we are now in a healthy relationship with our thoughts, asking them to connect with gratitude. And when we feel gratitude, it changes us. An entire cascade of events with every system of the body. As that reaction trickles and ripples through all of your being, establishing this state of heart coherence. This is how we boost our vitality. No matter what experiences we have that move us in directions we don't want to be in, we can always connect to our breath and to gratitude, helping us have new perspective, helping us to reframe how we view ourselves and how we view the world. I am grateful. And practice gratitude. make a journal. Maybe pick a family member or friend and share what you're grateful for with each other throughout the day. Maybe there's someone you want to see and get together with, but you're not. Maybe you can call, text, or video call and practice this together. And taking a nice deep breath in and letting it out slowly. And arriving at a breath that feels comfortable and easy and balanced for you. And let's notice now, what does it feel like to breathe? And how do you feel right now? What is the quality of your breath? Notice what's different. We'll take this next minute or so to ground ourselves with our breath. And what we're going to visualize is our breath coming from the center of the earth. As we inhale, that life force energy and breath comes from the earth through our feet, up the body, all the way up the body. And we exhale right back down to the earth, visualizing the flow and movement of breath from the soles of our feet to the crown of our heads on the inhale. And as we exhale, we move the breath right back down from crown to ground. Inhale, breath moving up from soles of the feet to crown of the head. Exhale, breath moves all the way down from crown to the ground, moving through and beyond the feet down into the earth. Once again, connecting to the frequency of Mother Earth in this Earth year, each of us being reminded to come back home, our homecoming, to connect with that which nourishes, nurtures, and supports us. When we nurture, nourish, and support ourselves, we can offer more to others, giving from a full cup, giving from a place of vitality versus giving from a cup that's almost empty, giving from a place of wound. And so taking one more nice breath in, breathing that air and that energy in from Mother Earth all the way up from feet to the crown, and then exhaling, bringing it right back down. She recycles, reuses, and restores that energy to support us. Allowing our awareness to come back to the here and the now as we reach this place of completion of today's sound meditation. Hopefully each of us feeling more relaxed, feeling renewed, feeling restored. Be gentle with yourself. You're welcome to stay laying, sitting in whatever position you're in. Maybe you close your eyes for a bit. That's fine. Maybe you practice breathing some more. It's funny I say practice, but if you think about it, unless you're working with your breath, whether it's through the yoga practice, if you're a singer, a choir, or you've been taught breathing techniques, we don't practice breathing. And think of how many repetitions every minute we may be breathing very shallow, with our thoughts in places that don't support our breath, etc. So this is a great way. I mean, we spent almost an hour today just connecting with breath. And tones were more of like the behind the scenes, the supporting cast to help us feel relaxed, renewed, and restored. So I encourage each of you to, play this over and over and over. And, I'm going to be placing these different meditations as I have been so far on my YouTube channel. So I'll be sure to include that in the comments section. And that way, everyone has access to these sound meditations. And who wouldn't benefit from practicing some breathing? Hopefully everyone watching starts humming a little bit more each day. Be curious to see what old songs or show tunes or theme songs you start humming. I remember the first time I learned this technique, I started humming the theme song for the Smurfs. It's really strange. Not really. It's clearly, where my thought needed to connect to be more silly, to be more playful, to be more childlike, which you can't accuse me that I'm not, because I am. So, with that being said, I just want to take this time to thank each and every one of you for tuning in today or whenever you decide to watch this. I'm really grateful that we have this opportunity to connect despite time, space, and the experiences that we're all sharing together. So let's choose to see these moments and opportunities as ways to help bring the best part of ourselves forward. And sometimes for that to happen, the shadow has to come out a little bit. The wounded child has to kind of peek their head through the curtains. And that's okay. If we want to heal it, we got to feel it. And then we can deal with it. So thank you to Brandy. Thank you to the community at Banyan Tree Yoga. Thank you to everyone watching. And thanks to my family for giving me also the time space to help me create and offer these meditations for each of you. I'll also be posting in the comments section a link that'll bring you to a special page where you can access a free gift that I'm offering those that are watching, participating, and viewing these sound meditations. Just a little something that I think would help each of you continue in your own journey of healing with sound as the vehicle. And as always, these meditations, if you're moved to make a donation to help support me and my business and being able to offer these in the future as well, you can do so through PayPal or through Venmo, and that information is listed in the video description all the way at the top. So thank you so much to each and every one of you again for tuning in. I hope you have a comfortable and relaxing and restorative rest of your weekend. Blessings to each and every one of you. Peace be the journey. And if you have any questions or things you'd like to explore more with sound and sound healing, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm here for you. So enjoy your day. Be well.